Day 3 in Dingle, or as I'm starting to call it, B&B. Bed, breakfast and bars, because there's a million of both here. Even though Dingle is possibly the closest place in Ireland to the equator, it's still, let me see, how do I put this? Fecking freezing. So I'm gonna run out, embrace my inner countryman, and dress up a little bit warm. How do I look? Do you think I'd fit in? After warming up, I thought it was about time to try Murphy's ice cream. Famous for their sea salt flavour, I won't lie and say I didn't go back for seconds. Everyone knows that Philip King is the mastermind behind all of this, the reason for Other Voices. So, because of that, it's very difficult to find time with him. He's very popular and he's very busy. But I think I know where he is right now. I'm going to try corner him. Every year coming back, is it the same experience, or does each new group of artists and new audiences bring something new to the experience of Other Voices?
Everything changes all the time. This thing began 12 years ago, and it began when different technologies existed. It began as Glenn Hansard and myself sat down and we made a list of people and we rang them up and we sort of said, would you like to come to Dingle and play in this little church? And we basically put a couple of cameras in there and filmed it and made a series of programmes for RTE television. In the last 12 years, a whole lot of things have happened. Twitter, Facebook, this, blogging, all of it. All different sorts of communications are now possible. And so that has changed in that what happens here is now probably more immediately audible and more immediately visible. But the heart of the matter doesn't change. The thing that you just talked about, the sort of the wildness of the place, the acceptance of music in the place, the sense of fun in the place, the appreciation of creativity in the place, the appreciation of culture in the place, and the appreciation and welcome that musicians of every different sort, from Lulu James in her outfit to John Grant and his turbulent songs, to Rosie Carney, a 16-year-old from Donegal arriving yesterday. Everybody here is welcomed because people here, I think, really understand that music, art, culture, and that thing of expressing oneself is a hugely important and unique part of the life of being Irish.
And when, I guess, in the last 12 months it's moved abroad, I mean, we've seen New York, we've seen London, we've seen Derry. What do you think that's brought to the festival, and what do you think that's done for it?
Well, think of where we are. We're in the southwest tip of Ireland. I think where Derry is. If you drew an imaginary line of longitude from Dingle north, you'd probably hit Derry. It's cut out in the northwest, it's a peripheral place. So when the Derry people came and asked us and invited us to go to the north, we said yes. Derry is a remarkably powerful singing city. Amazing music there. There's an amazing tradition of traditional music coming in from Donegal. There's a Scottish influence there. You hear songs like Danny Boy, you hear songs like The Town I Love So Well. Then you hear the whole undertones thing, and there is the soundtrack to a life in a city like Derry. And to go there and look to the future with shared possibilities about having a shared future and in music is a real privilege.
After chatting to Philip, I really got a sense of why we're all here. Music is a language that brings us together, be it in a church, in a bar, online or on television. It's all the same no matter what seat you have. Dingle is the perfect place for Other Voices because it takes away everything royal from a musician's everyday life. The security guards, the large venues, the barrier between them and their audience. All it leaves is the music, and that, at the end of the day, is what's most important. Until February, when the magic heads north to Derry once more. Slán.